Today, I'm going to take everybody to see Colorado's newest and most exciting builder, SLC. SLC stands for Southern Land Company. They're based in Tennessee, and they've just now entered the Colorado market in the Westerly subdivision of Erie. I'm incredibly excited about this builder because they literally set a new high bar for several features. Their architectural curb appeal, the way that they do the interior trim is on another level than anything I've seen in Colorado. Their standard appliance packages are much higher end, and their standard HVAC systems are much higher end. This builder is redefining the price point between $700,000 to $900,000 in Colorado, and I'm going to take you. We're going to do an interview with Don Fine, the salesperson in their sales office at Westerly, and I'm going to show you everything that's got me so excited about SLC at Westerly. Also, stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to tell you about a special offer that I have for all my YouTube viewers that you're going to want to hear. Hi, I'm David Hakimi with Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices, and today I'm here with Don Fine of Southern Land Company. Don and I go way back.
Way back.
We've sold a lot of houses together. Don's here in Erie in the Westerly community. I'm going to let Don tell us a little bit more about SLC, what they're doing here in Westerly, their business model, and some of the things that set SLC apart.
Okay, and a lot to talk about in that because we are very different from any other builder.
Okay.
First thing, Southern Land is very concerned with the streetscape, the way that the street looks. So here in Westerly, Southern Land is the developer and the builder. And we only build in communities where we are the developer and the builder because of the streetscape. So what I mean by streetscape is how the community looks. The idea is so that when the trees mature, they'll actually canopy the street. We have a horticulturist on staff that designs every front yard so that your front yard will not look like any other front yard.
And I have noticed that SLC does a fantastic job of not looking like a typical Colorado cookie cutter tract home. These things have a lot of unique character. They feel more like an old Southern home, which I guess SLC would imply. So it's clearly obvious that you're going in that direction. So I'm really excited to see how this neighborhood takes shape once it matures and all that streetscaping comes.
So much so that we actually have over 53 different elevations and color schemes.
Okay.
The idea there is if you were to buy this home, you're not going to see it again for 2 to 3 blocks.
Oh wow! Wow.
We do not want that cookie cutter.
Most builders have 4 elevations. You're saying you got 50, so you're going to completely eliminate any trace of cookie cutter in this.
Yeah, 53 elevations and color schemes, so that they're all different.
Very cool. So a tract home neighborhood that feels like a custom neighborhood.
Exactly.
Perfect.
And then a couple of other things I'll talk about later. But we are really going for something that's very unique here. And we are going to be the premier community in Erie, if not Northern Colorado, because we have some things coming in that no other builders have, such as retail space. We are going to have ice cream shops, pizza parlors. The first company coming in is a company out of Frederick. It's so cool. In the morning, they're a bakery and coffee shop. And at noon, they transition to a brewery.
Oh, very cool. And Erie's a cool town. It's got a lot of stuff coming up in Old Town, but it is still sorely missing enough restaurants and cool
that's
stuff
what we're bringing in.
You guys are bringing in. It's all going to be walkable from the neighborhood.
Exactly.
Too. God, that's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
In addition to shops and restaurants, Westerly will also have some of the best amenities in Erie. Once completed, the pool and clubhouse will be unparalleled. The pool will have a beach-style entry, and the clubhouse will feature a state-of-the-art fitness center. The HOA in Westerly will also employ a community events planner to ensure that the neighborhood has amazing events throughout the year to give the neighborhood a real sense of community.
So let me show you our design. The way we do it is when you walk through one of Southern Land Company's models, you are going to be getting everything that you see in that model that has that package.
Okay.
So I don't have to walk through and go, this is an upgrade, this is an upgrade, this is an upgrade. It all comes in.
It's what you see is what you get. And a lot of the builders, in fairness, are going to similar business models, but SLC is on that train as well. I will say one of the things that I noticed about SLC when I was walking through some of your specs and models a few days ago, the level that the trim work is executed at is on par with nothing I've seen in Colorado. I'm talking and not Toll Brothers, not Epic, none of the high-end builders here in Colorado touch the level of intricacy you guys do on your trim. So these houses have a phenomenal custom feel, and the thing that really blew me away is she said that level of trim was actually part of the base level.
That's the base.
So your base level of trim here at SLC exceeds what a lot of the high-end tract builders do, even as a big upgrade. Yeah, so I did notice that, and I was super impressed with the level of trim that SLC executes.
Yes, as a matter of fact, you can see it on the door here. All of our basements are 9-foot ceilings. We have the trim around the door and concrete window wells.
Yeah, I noticed that too. You're not using any of the cheap corrugated
not
steel.
Not the corrugated metal.
Cool.
No.
So Don, I'm gonna step away here a little bit and let you show everybody the packages and give a little bit of a description of what's in these packages.
Okay, so we have 3 levels. Kind of think of a mountain. We have ridge, peak, and summit. So the ridge package is our base level, and this is the ridge package. So I have 4 designs in the ridge: contemporary, transitional, traditional, and farmhouse. This is all the ridge. Then it may be upgraded to the peak. This is our peak package. Again, those same 4 designs: contemporary, transitional, traditional, farmhouse. Then you upgrade to the summit. And again, those same 4 in the summit. This home has this package in it. So these are the 3 levels of packages that you have in your home. So when you come into Southern Land, you're going to see on our price sheet several homes, and it will tell you exactly which package is in that home. Now, if we buy the home before frames start, we can change the package. But otherwise, we can bring you down here, show you exactly what you're getting.
So one of the other things that I find so impressive about SLC is their HVAC system, and that's the first thing they'll tell you about when you listen to their orientation. When we came here for Realtor training, the VP of construction was super proud of this system, and once I learned a little bit more about it, I can understand why. The HVAC system in these homes is above and beyond anything that we're seeing anywhere else. Filtration, the way they route the HVAC to the rooms is all amazing, and I'm gonna let Don tell us all about that stuff.
Yes, and these are included in every home that we sell. These are not upgrades. So what we do is we start with a carrier unit. In creating what we call a healthy home, we have to be concerned with humidification, especially in Colorado, ventilation, and filtration. So again, we start to do that with a carrier unit. We put a humidifier on each unit, and that creates the humidity that we need, especially in Colorado. And then this is the game changer. This is an electronic air filter. What this does, this brings in the outside air, mixes it with your inside air, refilters it, and sends it out to the home. So because it's electromagnetic, you're catching all the viruses, pollen. Our housekeepers tell us we hardly dust, and all of that is caught here. So normally you have one vent that goes through the attic, and everything branches off of that. Well, as you can see here, what looks like a giant octopus, these vents go to each and every individual room. The problem with the system where it's one vent and everything branches off of that is by the time the air gets to the end, it's lost some of its heat or cool. So you have that hot room in the front, cold in the back. With this system, this delivers the same temperature to every room. So you have more of a healthy home through your ventilation.
So Don, one of the other things you were telling me that I find really impressive is it sounds simple as it sounds. It's actually a pretty cool feature. You put your electrical panel inside the house.
Inside.
I know that sounds basic, but so many of the Colorado builders, for whatever reason, put them outside. I always found that crazy because, I mean, let's just face it, a burglar, when it's outside, could walk up, flip the master switch on it, shut all the power in your house off and leave you in the dark and at their mercy while they come in. So it makes so much more sense to move this into the house where you're in control of it and it can't easily be shut off by an intruder.
Also, if you flip the breaker, drying your hair, the hair dryers trip the breaker. Now you got to, in your towel, go out in the snow.
With 2 feet of snow, yeah, exactly. This keeps it with just a walk down the stairs. So this is much smarter. Really, really good to see that SLC makes some common sense decisions in their architecture.
Yes, as a matter of fact, the one thing that you will notice as you walk through any Southern Land Company home is quality and attention to detail and smart use of space.
I've got to agree with that. I'm really impressed with everything I've seen so far. And the one last thing that I see here that really sets these houses apart is the quality of the mechanicals. Like you said, you got Carrier for your furnace and AC. This tankless hot water heater is Navian. If you know your appliances and your water heaters, Navian is the Maybach, the Bentley, the Rolls Royce of tankless hot water heaters. Navian's even a step above above a Rinnai or a Bosch. So this thing is absolute Cadillac level.
And this is all included.
Yeah,
these are not upgrades.
There's no upcharge.
There's no upcharge.
Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, a lot of consumers come through and they see that it's tankless, but they don't notice the brand. I'm telling you, that's about as good as it gets.
And you're going to see that in the appliances upstairs as well. All of our appliances are Kitchenaid, regardless of the package.
Wow. So even the base package
is
Kitchenaid
base
appliances.
package is Kitchenaid.
Wow, that's crazy. Kitchenaid is usually top or second from the top. Some builders might do Genair as a step above it, but usually you got to go through several layers of regular Whirlpool before you get to the Kitchenaid stuff. So that's your base.
And that's base.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Got it.
Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. As I promised, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my special promotion. Right now, any of my YouTube viewers that contact me through one of these videos, I'm giving a $3,000 agent contribution back to you at closing that you can use toward your closing costs, or really for anything else that the builder will allow you to credit it toward. It can be an appliance package, it can be window coverings, landscaping, anything they'll let you use it toward. I'm willing to contribute it back at closing so you use it as you see fit. Feel free to reach out to me, either DM me, call me, send me an email, whatever your preference is. I'd love to talk to you more about helping represent you on your next new construction purchase. Thanks again.